Hey guys, this is Charlie, and I just got out of a 3D showing of Friday the 13th Part 3D for the Regal Screens event. I also saw last night an early showing for the Smashing Machine and Good Boy. Now, Friday the 13th Part 3D, I will admit, not my favorite really in the franchise. I feel I kind of overlook it actually, but seeing it in the theater in 3D the way it was meant to be seen, when that opening theme hit, that disco theme, and everything just popped. It popped, and it was the way that it was meant to be seen. And I feel that's probably part of why it's kind of an overlooked part of the franchise. But Part 3 is also the one where you get to see Jason in his full form with the mask and everything. And I was glad. I was really grateful for the opportunity to be able to see it the way it was meant to be seen in 3D. Because I feel that the 2D, of course, is going to be lacking. But this just felt like the more fuller version of the movie that I was finally able to see and enjoy. Okay. Smashing Machine. I really enjoyed it, not just because I am a fan of The Rock's movies. I just feel like he really became this character, this MFA fighter, and I felt like I was on a journey, kind of like watching the Rocky movies. Like, I'm on this journey with this underdog, and I'm seeing everything that he goes through, and I really enjoyed the movie for what it was. I might consider it part of my top 10s. I'm not quite sure yet. I gotta do a re-ranking and see where I would place the Smashing Machine. But it was a really good movie, and I'm glad I went through the experience of seeing that one. And also Good Boy. Good Boy is another hit from Shudder. Another great Shudder release like Late Night with the Devil. I'm really glad that Shudder does release some of their content into theaters, because this is the way that it's meant to be seen and not just on a streaming service that you pay for. I liked the idea and the concept of we're seeing a haunted house through the eyes of the dog, and the dog is the main character throughout the entire movie. That, for me, was an idea that worked out well on screen, and I really liked the look and design and the story. The story did keep me engaged, and that's what matters most, is the story. Okay, so those are my thoughts on the movies that I've seen so far this weekend. I may or may not go tomorrow to see the Regal Screens showing of A Nightmare on Elm Street, and I still need to see One Battle After Another. I'm not quite ready for One Battle After Another yet, because I'm still kind of reeling from the long walk. But eventually I will get there. I will get there and I will see that one eventually. But yeah, I may see Nightmare on Elm Street. If I don't see it tomorrow night, it's okay, because there is still other movies to see next week in the Regal Screens. There's An American Werewolf in London, and there is Army of Darkness, which I definitely have my ticket for already, so that's a given. I'm seeing that one. That goes without question. The only reason why I say I may or may not see Nightmare on Elm Street tomorrow night is because I've already seen it on a big screen a few years ago. A few years ago for a Valentine's Day, I think. Maybe not, definitely not last year, but maybe 2-3 years ago. So I have seen it on a big screen, and I know, and I still have that experience fresh in my mind. So I could probably pass on Nightmare on Elm Street, even though I love Nightmare on Elm Street. Or I might just go back and see it again, just to get that experience again. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens tomorrow after work. Alright guys, talk to you later. Peace.